Yes, the 2nd of June, 2020, and this is the Insurrection 2020 show. And what we're going to do is sit back, relax, and watch the insurrection. Let me see if I can get the cameras and stuff set up properly so everyone can see what we're doing. Get the lighting right, and we'll have the show. Da 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 da. Insurrection. Insurrection 2020. Let me see. Oh, there's our browser. Okay. And there's our camera. And there we are, folks. Welcome to my Alaskan backyard for June 2nd, 2020. This is hopefully the one and only Insurrection 2020 show. I thought maybe we would try something different here, and we sit back and watch the insurrection together, and we'll see if we can't pick out stuff going on. Right now, supposedly, this is a live feed from California.
Throughout Hollywood there.
Yeah, they're staying stationary there. I'm not sure if we've seen any of the. I don't see a huge police presence. Obviously, we know they're there, but what I think that sort of.
I wonder how long this is going to last.
Could hear,
You know, it's either going to escalate quickly or it's going to peter out. So it'd be interesting to live in and watch an insurrection being put down. I mean, historically, we've got what was the Whiskey Rebellion? That was one of them. And in recent history, I think George W. Bush did it for some rioting. But we're going to be. We'll see how this insurrection goes. I'm hoping that it'll be squashed in one day, but it may go on for a long time. We'll see what's going on here. All right, I'm going to be quiet and let you listen to what's going on.
Part of the difficulty has been freedom of movement all day, and you saw the confrontation there with a person who wanted to go through the intersection, and they're told no. And that has not happened.
I'm going to be drinking beer and noshing on some really good cheese and crackers. So you pick up the noise, just ignore it.
For the most part, 99% of the people who are here are, following the police orders. They're here peacefully. A couple of them, though, seem to be confronting some of the police officers, maybe trying to egg them on a little bit, but no one at LAPD is fighting. They're standing, they're holding their line, and remaining calm.
I think you were wanting to go to this Sky Map 7, which is the shot there on the right, and that allows us to see a different location than where Rob is. It's Sunset and Cahuenga, and you can see some of the people lying in the street, it looked like. I think that's Chris Christie's shot, yeah.
Just a moment ago, they were lying in the street and just doing like a peaceful demonstration there. Now they're on the move again. And these two large crowds eventually will converge. That's the plan, apparently, but we don't know for sure.
This is actually the group, Ellen, that was actually kneeling a block
No.
away. They were kneeling. There was a skirmish line.
Now let's see whether they pick up any of the Antifa people today or not. Now, Antifa is supposedly classified as a internal terrorist group. So if that's the case, then anybody should be able to apprehend them or use deadly force on them, because they are now terrorists.
Respectively, kind of converging, making up the route as they go along. LAPD basically letting them have entire Hollywood area to make this route up as they go along. When they get to an intersection that they don't want them to cross, that's when you see the skirmish lines. It's not an aggressive move, it's just a tactical move to keep them away from certain areas and give them the freedom to move in other areas. So they're covering a lot of the same ground. They're moving in different directions, at times moving further towards West Hollywood. They made their way down Santa Monica Boulevard, some of them went back up towards Sunset, and they're all kind of moving back over towards the east, which is going to put them eventually closer to Sunset and Wilcox, which is where...
Listening to all these names of streets in California and Los Angeles being called out just triggers all kinds of memories of Frank Zappa songs, because he uses the titles of all those streets in his songs on most of his albums. It's nice.
But it's almost as if they're giving a detour, so they're kind of giving them their route to where they want their final destination. So it seems like when people are trying to figure out which way should we turn, it kind of makes it easy. It's like their own like GPS system to get from one place to the other. Now, of course, we don't know if it's the shortest distance, but yeah, they've been walking for so long. But I think
look at all that social distancing.
In their homes, and then they hear the crowd. We saw Carl Schmidt earlier. You just heard the crowd. You're in front of your home, and you think, you know what? Why not? Let's all stand in solidarity and keep on moving. And I think that's why it's had a very, peaceful, uplifting sort of mood. And again, we've seen a lot of people out. A lot of people in all various communities are coming out and showing their support for this situation, and they want to focus on protesting against police brutality, and they've been doing it in a peaceful way.
And Carl spoke with a woman who said, yeah, she was just in her house, she heard the noise, so she decided to join them, just started walking with them. And left-hand side of the screen, again, that's Grand Park, and apparently they've been kind of gathering at Grand Park, and then they take a little circular route around Civic Center, and then they get back to the park. So apparently they've been doing that several times. Some splinter groups will just do a little circular march around Civic Center, get back to the park, and that's how they're making their voices heard there.
Yeah, and again, we have
These people are so fucking retarded.
Live over the scene of downtown LA, where Grand Park, you can see a very large group of people there, and you can see just a volume of people, very peaceful.
I guess COVID-19 just really wasn't real. It must not have been real. I mean, look at this.
Social distancing, but it's incredible because times have changed since.
I reckon we were duped. We were fucking
I'm not sure
duped.
if you guys can see, I don't know if we can get the shot up from Rob Hayes' camera, and you see an officer and a woman talking, and at one moment it's a pleasant. She started smiling, and clearly he's trying to communicate to her. But there are so many people out there who are just trying to get information in many cases. Where can we walk? We've talked about they've been walking for 3.5 hours or so, but they don't know where to go, and this is the communication that you hope for. I think Rob
Go
might
home.
be ready to say something. What
Won't they fucking go home? Go home, you dumb motherfuckers.
The protesters and
Yeah,
LAPD
stick your tongue out at us, you fucking bitch.
You saw the one woman, she seemed to be an organizer with the protest. She was talking with one of the commanders on the scene here. They were talking, they were laughing, they were having a good conversation. And they're trying to keep things peaceful. And I'm going to...
Oh yeah, she's an organizer. Look at her giving orders.
She's asking someone in the crowd is playing really loud music, and she's asking them to turn that down. But you can tell the protesters
Some
and
crazy
LAPD
shit.
are just trying to diffuse this situation that suddenly sprung up among hours of very peaceful protests with...
Well, there wouldn't be any problem if they'd go fucking home.
Probably about a half hour ago, something just went south, something small, and it seemed like LAPD capped it off pretty quickly, and now they're trying to work together to try and make...
They're fucking spreading disease, man. What?
The leader of
Either COVID-19 was real or it wasn't.
they're trying to figure out what street they're
They're
going to go
fucking spreading disease like crazy there. Are they just fucking super retarded? I mean, come on.
She used to put her arm around and say, oh, sorry.
But that has been the mood for the last couple of days, and again, it's changed since the weekend. Oh, Rob Scott has microphone here. we'll say that basically they've told them they can get together, but they have to maintain. Here's the editing. You can get together, but you have to behave. They're not going to put up with certain things today.
And we apologize if you hear some offensive language or see a sign, but that's just the nature of this breaking news. But she's definitely rallying the crowd.
They respect her. She says, turn that music down, and they turned it down.
A professional fucking organizer, eh?
So they're gonna let the group get back together, but they're gonna do it one at a time.
Okay. Well, and we have seen another element. You've seen great cooperation there. We've also seen, you saw our live camera down in Hollywood.
Look at them. I love that.
There you go.
They made
I know, Rob,
friends.
yeah.
Oh, it is really nice how this is all fucking staged.
Oh, wait.
Oh, I love to hear
My name
that.
is Five, so that's even more better. Even more
But
better.
what about COVID-19? Look at those people in the background. Look at it.
We have to get out of the way, she says.
Aren't they just killing each other and all their relatives? Wasn't that what we were told?
A little hectic here.
Yes, all right. It's power in numbers today. We want unity today. Somehow, together, Officer Figueroa Carlos said we can stand right here. So, power in numbers is what it is for today. We got separated with their tactics. I understand that. I don't want that. We don't want to do anything that's not peaceful. We've been peaceful all day. And
Yeah,
can
sure
see
you
that
have been.
No one's been getting hurt in these riots. We're fucking up. White man's money. You can bleep
Riots. In these riots. Oh, these riots.
We're not touching each other, we're loving each other, and that's a problem for some people, but not us today. And they're gonna let us be together. Look it. Carlos did it. Carlos did it.
All right, big fan of
Okay.
Carlos there. So,
Sorry about that, Rob.
yeah, sorry about the language, but she has a really good message that she's trying to pass along right here, and that is.
She has a really good message. This is the message we want you people to have.
Working with them right now, and it's just a matter of trying to logistically make this work. If you take a look off to the right here, you can see
Yeah.
some of the crowd that was cut off from the main march is now, calmly and not one by one, but at least working along the sidewalk here and meeting back up with the main crowd. So. LAPD is trying to make this work, and it sounds like the protesters are doing the same.
It seems like the law enforcement is facilitating the march, and helping them out and trying to get them, to stay cohesive and organized. And so it's been good to see that today.
Yeah, and also, I think we saw yesterday.
This shit is so
Chief,
fucking
Frank
phony.
Murray
It's,
said,
you know.
They are trying to
Oh.
change their practices. They're trying
This
to
is
work
fucking
with the
insane.
community, and everyone is trying to. They want to make change. So they said they have been implementing lots of different protocols to implement it within the department.
We're looking at the shot there on your left is a National Guard, a couple of National Guardsmen talking with some protesters, and some of the protesters are being a little confrontational. I believe that's Chris Christie's camera. And Chris, we saw on Sunset National Guard troops outside the Kodak Theater. And now we're seeing a couple of more here. What are you seeing as far as their role?
I'm seeing guys with fucking M16s in there.
This appears to be a pretty friendly interaction, I believe. We were looking here over at Sunset and Vine, which is where they were kind of staging. This is on the other side. They seem to be. So that's the east side of the Cinerama, the ArcLight Cinemas here in Hollywood, and then you're looking at the west side as we tilt down, where they appear to be having a conversation with some of the protesters. Obviously, very unclear what's going on down there, what they're saying. Looks fairly friendly, but maybe a little bit of animation. Just hard to tell sometimes from this high up, but you can see some clapping. That's always a good sign, and this is one of the few times that we've seen the National Guard really interacting, at least in our area, with the crowd. Over the weekend, it was a very different posture for the National Guard when they were finally put in place and deployed to Santa Monica and other places. It was a much more defensive tone. Now you see them actually in a position where they can actually socialize and have some interaction with the crowd. And obviously, like I said, that round of applause is always a good sign. But I do get the impression, as we widen out between this group here, and the group of National Guardsmen on the other side, again on the east side. That's going to be Sunset and Vine. Right there is Sunset and Vine. You can see.
Amazing. Not one of those National Guard troops has his gas mask on.
It just appears that they
This is supposedly a biological weapon that's spread,
which would put them in front
you know,
of the,
person-to-person contact. There's no social distancing going on. Most of the people aren't wearing masks, and even the militaries don't have their masks on.
For the most part, the crowd seems to be
That ought to be ringing some fucking alarm bells in your heads, folks.
In fact, a little while ago, almost the entire group that you see there was practically on the sidewalk. Now there's a little more volume on the intersection, and here once again comes another group that we were talking about earlier. They appear to be meeting up with this group here. This is all happening on Vine Street that you're looking at in this shot, guys.
Yeah, there's several different groups that are all trying to link up together today in this very large show of unity. I know we heard in Rob Hayes' live report, she was saying we want unity and we want it in powers and numbers, and they want to stay peaceful. Let's go to another very large gathering in downtown LA. That is where Carlos Grande is. Carlos?
Well, we're outside of City Hall. We're in Grant Park, and you can see the crowd of people behind me. Now, the crowd has not been static. They were here, then they moved and started marching through downtown Los Angeles, ended up here again. Then they all moved to the LAPD headquarters. They were there for a while, and then they moved back here. So, again, it's thousands of people. You can see it out there. And I cannot stress enough, very peaceful. There have been no problems that we can see here. They're giving their message. They're on the steps of City Hall, and you can see in the background LAPD protecting City Hall, putting barricades up. But again, the people here just want to give their message. They want to tell the world what they're feeling, and that is it. So far, we have not seen any problems, any kind of violence or anything like that. It's been a very quiet day here in downtown Los Angeles. So it's
Let's see if we can find some other live stuff.
See if I can speak to someone. Sir, can I ask you a quick question?
Oh, wait a minute. He's going to ask the question.
Okay. How you doing? Why did you want to come here? What are your thoughts? Well, I was debating coming here, but I know that I have a part to play in this big scene, and I really want to see change, so that's why I'm basically here.
A part to play in this big scene.
I hope to see racism abolished, and it's just sad that we had to come to this, but this is America, and this is how we make change. So, thank you for giving me an opportunity to speak, man.
Do you realize you're killing everybody around you if you got COVID?
This is the message that you and others want to get. Yes, of course.
Do you realize that?
I wanted to witness myself instead of just looking on social media and media outlets to see if it is peaceful.
Asking why he's not wearing a fucking mask.
All I'm seeing is people cheering, being together.
Come on, man.
It's just unity, and we're all
asking why he ain't got a fucking mask on.
I just hope we get more organized to really get the change and pull through on this. I guess we've seen on social media the people that are not part of this, the looters, and was that something that was a concern to you? Yeah, it was a real concern. I was willing to come out here and do my part to stop people looting, to refrain for that narrative, you know? It's really important that we keep it peaceful because the numbers is what we need. So if we have people afraid to come out here and protest, that is the opposite of what we're trying to accomplish here, you know? So I was one of those guys that were afraid, but now I'm not afraid, and I should be coming here more days now. Thank you so much. That's a very positive. What's your name, sir? My name is Kashif.
Kashif. Okay. That's his screen name, Kashif.
I'm not gonna get my last name. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Very kind. So you can see that is the message.
You see how they did
this,
the messaging with the fist bumps and the arm bumps and stuff. No.
Some people that were.
Let's see what else they got here. I don't know if that hiss is being picked up. I hope not. Gunfield on the media's role in the riots. Okay. Similar. Top news. Here, why does it? Okay. Well, I guess that's all we record today because I don't see no other live station. Let's see. Let me do a search for live news. Let's see. Search LIVENEWS live news stream. TODA today. What we got? Nairobi, Kenya. Let's see news now. USA Today. Propaganda. Let's see. I'm looking for a local station that has live covering their local situation. That way, I don't get any filter, and we don't get a filter from anybody. The kitty's scratching on the door. It's 18 hours. That's all. Everything's old. I guess nothing's happening at this exact moment in time. Let's see. Coronavirus subscribe. KTN News live stream Nairobi. I wonder how they're getting through the corona. Let's check them out. I don't speak the language. Maybe we'll catch some English words there. See a couple guys washing the car.
Requesting the government to intervene. Most of our sales are through loans. There are few people who have cash. So we would urge the government, especially the banks, to look at the issue of funding or advancing loans.
They're having trouble financially, just like America has.
So we really need government intervention on this. Maybe this stimulus package. Maybe government may just need to come in through our association.
Transport and Infrastructure Cabinet Secretary James Mushai has reaffirmed that the government will not back down cargo transportation via the standard gauge railway. Now, while on a tour at Naivasha Inland Container Depot, the CS wanted transporters to utilize the train to cut on costs as well as reduce the risk of transmission of COVID-19.
We are aware that the transport corridors of late
I wonder what their death total is.
become the real transmission corridors for COVID-19. And so,
Wow.
for us as a country, we have to do
How in the fuck can those people in Berkeley
that we have
and out in California there and fucking Los Angeles
to make sure we reduce
fucking do these things that they're fucking doing and the rest of the world is fucking
we
suffering?
have reduced
What do they think's going to happen after these riots end? There are going to be so many of them fucking sick, so many sick and dying. If the COVID-19 is not a fake, that it's going to be fucking the apocalypse. You're gonna see fucking hundreds of millions of people dead. God, these fuckers are stupid. That's why we got to use the military now. Go in there and fucking stop this shit. If you have to fucking kill some people, kill them.
This came as it emerged that the lives of the farmers in Morindabi area of Naivasha had adopted modern farming methods and readiness.
That's a fucking shame. That's a shame. Okay. Here's ABC. I wonder if that's a local ABC.
Are you telling me to move on to this right here? Okay, so
KMC coverage. Yeah, that's the local ones.
All right, a disturbing arrest overnight. An armed man was taken into custody.
custody, allegedly posing as a member of the National Guard. Law enforcement sources tell us
better
that
get
this
off
is the
there.
suspect. He is 31-year-old Gregory Wong. And those sources say that he took an Uber to downtown LA, geared up in
Freaking
National
cat.
Guard attire with an assault rifle. He then fell into formation with real National Guard troops, and some of those troops noticed him and called LAPD officers over. The arrest was made about 1:30
So he was-
this morning, and
was
sources
it?
tell us
Wow.
Wong is a former guardsman, and he wanted to join in the fun. The rifle was a ghost gun, a homemade weapon without a serial number. Wong is currently being held on $15,000 bond. An interesting story here, but we want to point out nothing terrible happened, but it is a curious situation where somebody wanted to integrate himself within the National Guard.
Wow.
Absolutely. All right, something to be a little concerned about for sure. And we also have a follow-up right now on a very poignant moment our cameras captured yesterday. Surrounded by protesters on Sunset Boulevard, which is what happened when an LAPD commander chose to take a knee.
If I take a kneel with you guys, will you give me your verbal acknowledgement that this is a peaceful matter? Everybody down! We stand together! Okay, thank you. So within the next 30 to 40
Isn't it amazing that everyone in Los Angeles is an actor? They're just all, they're all so dynamic, dramatic.
police officers in front of you.
Wow. I'm impressed.
All right, you saw that Commander Corey Polka taking the knee right there with so many people. And again, we need to tell you, both sides did keep their promise. Most protesters left before curfew, and we were able to talk to Commander Polka today about why he chose to do that.
It was just an opportunity for me to speak on behalf of the LAPD, to speak on behalf of the community and the people I know, and just to remind everybody that we are in this together. And though we wear uniforms and we may be across skirmish lines, that
Yeah, sure. Let's see, what else we got here? I haven't seen any good stuff about what's happening in Minnesota today. I wonder. I guess let's see if we can do a search. Minnesota. If I can spell Minnesota correctly. Minnesota. Minnesota. Minnesota live riots, let's say. It was 20 hours ago, one day ago. All this is old stuff. Wait a minute. KTLA 5 is live now, let's say.
Through Western, still continuing eastbound. My assignment desk.
Hollywood.
Great job giving us information.
It's just Los Angeles. It's just the same fucking thing.
2,000 in this group, continuing
More
eastbound.
propaganda.
At a pretty good pace here through Western, coming up on Serrano here, and they, like you were saying, Glenn, there is a possibility they could be making their way downtown. If so, what a statement! But just think about having to get all the way back to their cars and whatnot here in Hollywood, especially with that curfew approaching. So we're going to keep an eye on this group as they continue here eastbound on Sunset, heading through East Hollywood. I'm going to send it back down to you guys in the studio.
All right, cool, Tim.
Headed down to Ralph's on Sunset. Some Aunt Jemima syrup, some Kaiser Royal foil, and a pair of blunt scissors. Hey, hey! And then in the parking lot of Ralph's, where no prices are lower prices than Ralph's, he cut out a pair of really, really neat wings. Wow. What else we got? It didn't last very long. Streamed 4 days ago. Nothing's like been streamed within today. Let's say Minnesota live riots today. Let's try that. Streamed. Still, there's nothing live. Los Angeles is the only one live. Darn. Alright, well, let's see if Bloomberg Live's got anything on it.
Riots, we also saw what position they adopted then.
There is simply no justification whatsoever for any government, any economy to impose sanctions on Hong Kong as a result of a very legitimate process of the central government.
Well,
the central authorities
get the fuck out of the Hong Kong, China, and maybe things go back to normal.
To better protect national security.
Yeah, right. Oh, well. Let's say. Ooh, man, Bloomberg, you are such a fucking piece of shit. Look at this fucking...
And as their president, I will fight to keep them safe.
Well, they don't... Bloomberg doesn't like President Trump at all. Does he? No, he hates the guy. Fucking piece of shit. I ain't gonna give you any fucking views. And this streamed 4 days ago. Everything's old. Well, let's see. CNN. Well, that you might as well just fucking lick a toilet seat if you watch CNN and believe any fucking thing that comes out of their mouths. You see 2 live stream. Mid protest. 4 days ago. Let's see what channel this news thing is. I thought that was Florida. Man. Okay, well that's about all we can find today, I think, on the riots and the insurrection. So we'll wrap it up at it's almost a half hour of rambling. Half hour of insurrection today. We'll see how much we have tomorrow. If you like this kind of stuff, here's some links to the different places you can find my content at. Until next time, let's get out of here with the Valkyries.